The contest in El Gringo and Arica is just one of the most amazing contests ever. It's got everything to offer. It's a big left, it's a big right. Cold waters, barrels, it's rammed. The amount of energy and the crowd that just pushes you to go nuts. Just amazing vibe. It's going to be incredible. It's all about making that final day and just going big and coming out on top. I can't wait to be there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Once again, Manny V here with Alex Leon holding it down for the first heat of the day here at the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge. And again, this place is absolutely amazing. Over 300 days of waves here at this break, El Gringo on the Isla Alacran. Alex Leon, what's the update on what we have going on out there?
Yeah, it looks, we saw yesterday, the swell did drop a little, so we didn't hold the event. But today, it's jumped up a little. It's looking in the 4 to 6 foot range. We are expecting it to go a little bigger for the next couple of days, but it's contestable. It's going to be pumping. Yeah. We're going to have a good day.
No, I'm amped. And I mean, we are in round number 2 of the event here in the main event, and this is an elimination round, which means out of these 3-man heats, one person will call it the contest. That's it. That's all she wrote for that rider. But 2 people will advance on. But the first heat of the day, absolutely
my goodness.
amazing. We have 3 former world champions in that heat. And if you're just tuning in, welcome once again to the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge, brought to you by BSC, Manny V, and Alex Leon. We're going to give you this first heat of the day, and we're going to be switching off commentators with some of the riders and maybe even some of the local talent that's in the house too. So you guys stay tuned. We got some serious action going on all day long. So let's take a look at some of the riders that you're going to see right off the bat here at the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge presented by BSC. So the first heat of the day, Jeff Hubbard in red, Uri Valadao in white, Guilherme Tamega in blue.
2 Brazilians versus a Hawaiian, and they've all been world champs.
Yeah, I mean a combined
several
world titles in this heat surpass all of any heat that we've ever had with world champs in it.
For sure. Crazy. Jeff Hubbard in the red, Yuri in the white, Tamiga in the blue. And we saw Tamiga and Yuri just getting ready for their heats before, training up and getting their stretching exercises with their trainers, getting flexible. And there we see them on the rocks just about to paddle out. And we're going to see some incredible surfing today because, I mean, most of these waves, it's in that size where it's hitting the reef good, so there's going to be a lot of ramps as they come out of the barrel. It's sort of shorter barrels today, but a lot of ramps. So can't wait to see these boys start flying through the air.
Well, the thing with this heat, I mean, all these guys, this is a final in itself. I mean, all these riders we've seen in the first couple days of the main event have been just absolutely on fire. Jeff Hubbard, he is one of the guys that went from the first round and didn't get in that first place spot or second place spot and had to go into round number 2. So he had to actually ride a little bit more than...
yeah, he had to dig deep and compete in round 2 to make it into round 3. And Guilherme, he ended up making it through. So he skipped the round 2 and got through to round 3. And there we see the next heat coming up in the water. Dave Winchester in the red, Chase O'Leary in the white, and Roberto Bruno from Brazil in the blue. So 2 Aussies versus a Brazilian.
Roberto Bruno, he's one of those Brazilians that come in from under the radar and will take that first and second place spot away from you. Again, this is round number 2, and what you're looking at
number 3.
Round number 3, and what you see right there is coming up next in heat number 5. That was Winnie, O'Leary, and Bruno. So, again, top 2 riders are advancing on to round number 4. And here is what will follow in heat number 6, round number 3. Ryan Hardy, Dave Hubbard, and Nick Gornell. Nick Gornell, holy beep.
How's that invert he did?
How's that invert? How's that air? How's that reverse? I mean, this guy, Nick Gornell, is the wild card for Stealth, and he has made sure that this wild card is well deserved. I mean, during his free surf, during his heats, he's just been on fire on that end bowl section on the left. So make sure you keep an eye out on him. Dave Hubbard, always somebody to reckon with, coming in full charge, and you never know what he has in his bag of tricks. And we all know Ryan Hardy.
Yeah, we all know. I mean, that's every single heat is just stacked to the roof. It's so tough. There we see the next one. Mark McCarthy, the South African, taking on Jake Stone, the Aussie, and Mike Stewart, the Hawaiian, 9 times world champ. So there we see another stacked heat. The 2 young guns taking on the veteran.
Yeah, but you know what? Mike Stewart, he is definitely a force to be reckoned with, especially if he gets one of these set waves at El Gringo on the lefts. I mean, you saw the way he moved his, moved through the barrels and came out with some big moves. So he's definitely
he's dangerous too, because he's. I spoke to him yesterday. And he's saying he's just, as we see Jake, just eyeing off the each set, trying to get his position where he's going to sit in the lineup.
The last heat of round number 3, you're going to see Ben Player in red, Andrew Lester in white, and Sasha Specker in blue. Sasha Specker.
On fire.
Yeah, man. He's finding these little gems, and I was out there the other day, yesterday, in fact, and he's like, okay, Manny, this is what you got to do. Line up with this light post, and when they both line up with the second light post in the back, then you're in good position. You're in the zone. You're in the zone. So you're very meticulous and very specific way of riding, very textbook. Sasha Specker. Andrew Lester, he is pumped. New to the seated riders here in 2012.
That's right. Yeah, Lester re-qualified this year after starting his campaign late last year and went over to Canary Islands and ended up re-qualifying after only 2 events. So very dangerous. And Ben Player, well, he's just, we all know Ben Player. There's enough said there. He's been on fire. He knows this wave well. He's been here 10 years or so now.
So Ben Player, Andrew Lester, Sasha Specker will pick up the pieces at the end of round number 3 with heat number 8. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge presented by BSC. We are just minutes away from start of the first heat of the day, and it's a cracker.
It's a cracker.
We have
pumping.
Jeff Hubbard in red, Uri Valadao in the white jersey, and Guilherme Temega in the blue jersey. This is going to be an insane heat. If your friends are still sleeping, if they're in school, if they're working, tell them to log in right now, because if there's one heat or one round they want to see, this is the round that you want to see.
Yeah.
The 60s.
It's going to come right down the wire because one of these guys are going home in this heat.
That's it.
So
3 riders in the heats in round number 3. Only 2 will advance on. And the odds are in your favor. But you can never put anybody, let your guard down. I mean, all these riders are insane. Every heat we just showed you are stacked.
Yep, the 30-minute heats too today. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more heats left in this round. And then we'll be moving into the non-elimination round, round 4, which will be 4-man heats. And that will divide, the top 2 will go skip around, and then 3rd and 4th will go into round 4.
Well, it looks like there's a still ton of guys who are trying to get a couple waves under their belt before the event starts. I think we need to call Kaino McGee to get over here to do some water patrol for us here in El Gringo.
Yeah.
But we are looking for. I'm noticing though, the sets are coming in. There are some good-sized sets, maybe 2 meters, 6 feet, that are still rolling in, but they're short. They're far and few between. So
yeah, it's pretty inconsistent. The swell was it's supposed to peak last night, and then it's supposed to spike again later on today. So it's hard to say, but we'll see definitely some 4 to 6 foot waves today.
The next couple days, this is it. We're coming down to the wire for the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge presented by BSC. And yes, Tomate Surf Shop just walked by. And I love when he walks by. But look at that. Just a madhouse out there before the contest starts. And everybody's trying to squeeze in one last wave. And for that reason alone, look how perfect that left is.
Yeah.
It's incredible. This wave is absolutely insane. A friend of mine, Gregory Barr, or Greg Barr, he changed his name to Gregorio when he landed here in Chile. But he's got an internship down near Santiago. He showed up yesterday, and he's like, wow, Manny, seeing it on the web and seeing it live are two different things. And his eyes were just wide open. This place is absolutely
This wave is, honestly, it's... I mean, I've done a fair bit of travelling like yourself, Manny, and I've never seen such a consistent wave in the world. Like, this is the second time I've been here, but I haven't seen it get under 3 foot. You know, in the whole... The first year I was here was 2007, and it didn't get under 6 feet, and I was here for a month.
Oh, man.
And that was in the middle of winter in August. I know this is sort of coming into winter now in May, but it's still so consistent. And, I mean, if you lived here, if you did 6 months here, you would know this wave off the back of your hand, and you would just improve your surfing so much. That's why we see these locals just surfing so good now.
If you make it to 6 months, I mean, the injury list here at this event has been long and unfortunate. Riders are hitting the reef. Riders are scraping across the reef, getting cut up.
Commentators are hitting their head on the scaffold as they walk up the stairs.
That's right. Both of us.
I've got a headache.
You hit the scaffold, I pulled my muscle. I mean, the list just goes on and on. But for the wave itself, people are getting hurt. We saw Liam O'Toole. He hit his hip on the reef. He's okay, but one of the people we have to send prayers to, who's actually making an unbelievable recovery.
Diego.
The doctors are saying, you know what, this guy needs 2 to 3 months to recover. What he did in the last few days as far as recovery is what they're calling is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Diego Cabrera from the Canary Islands unfortunately did hit his head. I'm not sure if it was on his on the reef or on his board, but he did suffer.
Yeah.
I'm guessing like a minor